On the right hand side, again, you didn't have any new coaches order, so you still have 90. And we're not quite ready to cycle yet. So let's look at Sunday. Sunday, coach number 4 orders Shakeology. That 90 gets added to the 90 you had on your right side already. So that's 180. So now you look at the total. We have at least a total of 300, 200 on one side and 100 on the other. So now it's time to cycle. Okay, this is the end of Sunday. So on Sunday, it's going to subtract 200 from your strong leg, the side that has the most volume points, and 100 from your weak leg. That's going to leave you with 160 and 80. What that just did was that earned you $14, again, as an Emerald coach. So now we start Monday with only 160 volume points left on your left-hand side and 80 on your right-hand side. So let's see what coaches order on Monday. Monday on the left-hand side, coach number 7 orders. So the 90 gets added to the 160 that was carried over. And that now adds up to 250 volume points on your left-hand side. On your right-hand side, you had 80 to start the day. You had 3 coaches, coaches 9, 10, and 11 order. So that adds another 270 volume points when you add these together to give you 350. Now, again, you're ready to cycle one more time because you have at least 200 on one side and 100 on the other. Since this side, the right-hand side, has more volume, that's your strong leg. Left hand would be your weak, so you subtract 200 and 100. So now you're left with 150 on your right-hand side and 150 on your left. That's your carryover balance, and you earned another $14. On Tuesday, no one ordered, so again, that 150 just carries over again. Wednesday, okay, you've got coach number 8 that orders, so that's another 90 added to the 150 from your left-hand side carryover. That gives you 240. And now you can cycle one last time. You subtract 200 and 100, so you're left with 40 volume points on the left and 50 on your right. And that's going to carry over to the next pay period. So in this particular example, you had all 11 coaches order in the same pay period. You earned 14 times 3, which is $42 in cycle bonuses in this week. Now, here's the other thing to recognize. If you only have 11 coaches that are on Shakeology Home Direct and they're not placing any more orders or getting any new customers to order, then you're not going to see any more volume for at least another 30 days. So that means that you may earn $42 this week, but you're not going to earn another $42 for at least another month. So if you look at that again, you can just go down the list. You just assume, okay, let's just assume today was Thursday and coach number 1 ordered Shakeology. Their auto ship for Shakeology is not going to hit your account for another 30 days, and so on, and so on, and so on. So you would be making essentially $42 every 30 days if you just had discount Shakeology coaches. All right? I hope that made sense to everyone. So just keep that in mind where your coach may be trying to push you to reach Emerald, but again, if you're only getting coaches that are ordering Shakeology to get the discount, you're not going to really be making a whole lot of money on cycle bonuses because, again, that's once a month. And now I wanted to go ahead and just throw in the definition of cycling from the Coach Policy and Procedures Manual that's in your Coach Online office. I just took a screenshot of this from page 46, which explains a little bit about what we went over. That again, this is partly where I think we lose a lot of coaches. It gets a little confusing trying to understand the lingo here. But again, over here at the bottom, you can see their example of cycling. And this is probably what's going to happen more than likely once you start to get cycle bonuses, because you may recall where I mentioned that the coach that's above you, considered your upline coach, may be placing coaches on the same side that you were placed, and you start to benefit from their volume. Well, you'll probably end up with a whole lot more volume points on one side versus the other. So that's kind of why on this particular example, the left-hand side has 3,700 volume points and the right has 480. So again, you can kind of follow the math on this a little bit, but again, I think this particular slide here, where it breaks it down per day, should be helpful to you. I hope you understood cycling a little bit better now that I've explained that. And again, the last thing I just wanted to point out is if you're not following these 3 vital behaviors, which Team Beachbody is constantly preaching, then you're not going to reach Emerald or advance in any other ranks for that matter, or get customers. You need to be inviting people. You need to be essentially talking to people on a daily basis. Number 2, you have to be a product of the product. That goes without saying. And really the last one, which I think is the most neglected, is personal development. What I've seen from my coaches that are struggling and they may be having a bad day, week, or month, they feel like they're getting rejected all the time. Nobody wants to order. They don't understand what's going on, and they're just constantly down on themselves. It's because they have neglected essentially building themselves. They need to constantly learn, constantly grow. And you're not going to do that just by moping, okay? Or by just assuming that something is going to change and you're just going to get really lucky. You need to be working on yourself, okay? That's the only way we're going to succeed in this business, is by improving ourselves. So that's pretty much all I have. I hope you have enjoyed this presentation on Cycle Bonuses 101. If you have any other questions, you can shoot me an email at traysmission@gmail.com. I'd be happy to help you out. Again, that's traysmission@gmail.com. Thanks for watching and have a great day.